Hey there, I'm Jeff with CreditCards.com. Today we're talking about paying off credit card debt. So we'll cover 3 of the most popular methods out there and hopefully get you on the path to becoming free of your credit card debt. Now, it is not going to be easy. You will have to tighten your belt, you will have to be very disciplined, but there are some proven strategies for making a lot of progress, and we'll cover those in today's video. So hopefully you enjoy the video, you realize just how much effort we put into all of our content, we earn your thumbs up, and you subscribe to our channel. Now, you probably know this, but carrying a balance on a credit card is one of the most expensive ways to borrow money. In fact, the average interest rate of a credit card in the United States is about 16 to 17%. If you have bad credit, it's somewhere closer to 25%. So you could be in a giant hole really quickly with regard to credit cards. So I definitely think it's smart for you to start thinking about strategies for improving your situation. Now, speaking of strategies, one way you could go is the debt avalanche method. And this one is one of the most mathematically efficient ways to pay down credit card debt. So what you do is you take out all your credit cards, you identify all their interest rates, and you rank them in terms of interest rate, right? The ones with the highest at the top, ones with the lowest interest rate at the bottom, and you attack the highest interest rate credit cards first. All of your energy, all of your effort on that one credit card until you have it paid off, and then you go down the list. And then while you're focusing all your energy on that one card, you want to make minimum payments on the other cards. So if you kind of think about it, it makes sense that the name is an avalanche because you are just crushing that one credit card until it's gone. You just make minimum payments on the other ones. So let's just say for simplicity's sake, you have 2 different cards. One has an 18% interest rate, the other has a 15% interest rate. You focus all your efforts on the 18% interest rate one, and then you move on to the 15% one once the 18% one is totally done. Now, there are some pros and cons with the avalanche method. The pros are mathematically, it is a very efficient way to reduce your debt. And then over the long run, you typically end up paying less in total interest with this method. On the downside though, your debt is not consolidated, meaning you continue to pay off multiple sources, and it typically doesn't provide you as many quick wins as some of the other methods. Now, if you're very task-oriented, you can get discouraged if you're not making progress over time, kind of like me, then you may want to consider a different method outside of the avalanche method. You may want to look at the debt snowball method, which is endorsed by a lot of financial experts out there and could be the most practical way to pay down your debt. Now, we have more information about this method on our website and some other strategies as well. So try to look at all the resources for you down below in the description. But the short story with the debt snowball method is that you're going to focus your attentions on your smallest debts first and build your way up. So you're kind of building momentum, hence the name snowball method, right? So over time, you're building momentum to tackle all of your debts. And the reason you're doing this is that people are easily discouraged. And so if you're tackling your smallest debts first, even though mathematically it's not as efficient, then you're seeing yourself making progress, you're more likely to stay the course and to overall make a big reduction in your total debt. Now, this isn't without its downsides. Of course, like anything, it has its pros and cons. You know, the pros are you can stay focused, it's very practical. On the downside, like I said, it's not as mathematically efficient, and your debts are still unconsolidated at that point. You're still paying multiple sources of debt. Now, you'll notice with both the avalanche method and the snowball method, your debts are unconsolidated. And that's kind of the third big option for paying down your credit card debt is to consolidate your debt and pay down just one source. And there are sort of 2 schools of thought here. You can either get a credit card consolidation loan, or you can get a balance transfer credit card, and they both have their upsides and their downsides. We have more information about both of them on our website. You can check the links down below in the description. Here's what you need to know about debt consolidation loans though. You are essentially taking out a loan to pay off your credit cards. You're paying off one source. Usually the interest rate is a lot lower with a debt consolidation loan, and so that could be a very practical way to pay down your debt. But with a balance transfer credit card, what you're doing is you're taking the debt from your existing credit cards, transferring them to just one credit card, just keeping your other credit cards. You don't cancel them, but you keep, you spend $1 here or there on them, but you keep those open. But then with the balance transfer credit card, they usually come with an intro period where you have a 0% APR for a set duration of time, maybe 12 months, maybe 15 months, maybe 18 months. And for that set duration, you pay no interest on your debt. So it provides you kind of a 12, 15, 18 month, maybe 20 month grace period to just hammer your debt. You're paying no interest during that period. That can be a great way to make a lot of progress on your debt. The only downside with debt consolidation loans and balance transfer credit cards is that they typically require good to excellent credit. So they're not always an option to everybody out there, but if you can qualify, they can be a pretty smart way to reduce your debt. You can either get a lower interest rate in a lot of cases, or get a grace period whereby you're paying 0% interest for a set duration of time. Obviously, with the balance transfer credit cards, after that intro period expires, your interest rate goes up. So you have to be extremely diligent with the balance transfer credit cards, very disciplined. But if you use them smartly, they can be a net benefit to you. So those are 3 main ways to pay off credit card debt. I hope you found the video helpful. Like I said before, there are more resources for you on our website, CreditCards.com. Have a great day.